The second part of this chapter is road construction techniques. It is undeniable that the road construction industry every day is looking for a greater effectiveness and efficiency in its techniques and methods. However, change in the construction environment is not willingly embraced by the construction industry, and this conflict to change compromises innovation performances and anesthetically impact a customer and industry goal. In other words, with rising globalization, roads have become a very vital infrastructure in enabling the transfer of freight as well as people, making the better and sustainable development of roads very important. Innovation in road construction offers important industry and community benefits. So, starting with various road technologies, first one is 3D printing. The idea of 3D printing of structure, although still novel to many, is steering its way towards the root of construction industry. Today, 3D printers are being developed to process all kinds of construction material and are being tested and tinkered with every day for refinement. Just the thought of an immense reduction in the project span and cost with the use of 3D printing technology has been keeping everyone on their toes. 3D printing, also known as additive manufacturing or contour crafting, hold great potential in the industry when compared to the conventional method of construction. The printing process, to explain in its simple terms, involves the feeding to relevant data like maps, plans, blueprints, and dimensions in an orderly and predefined way to an automated machine, which in turn produces a precise physical output. 3D printing uses the SLA or stereolithography process, which means the creation of a product is done in layer by layer fashion. Building elements like walls, beams, and vertical support structures can be 3D printed right at a site, whereas the other elements like doors and windows, electrical and plumbing system are to be installed with the help of conventional methods. This is how 3D printing method is work. Process for 3D printing and construction. A blueprint is prepared with the help of CAD software with all the necessary details in it. Since this is going to be the final design and the output would be based on this, precision of details is pivoted. The CAD file prepare is then converted into the STL, that is standard test line language extension, which is completely with the printer. The extension was first used in stereolithography in the year 1987. The orientation of design and the printer is adjusted just as we do when using a 2D printer. Once set up, the cartridge are fitted up with the requisite powders and binders for the production of the structure. The printer, when given the command, would start creating the product, gradually building up the structure on one microscopic layer at the time. The thickness of the paste extruded by the nozzle can be varied depending on the structure being printed. A typical layer is around 0.1 mm in thickness. While the machine is laying the paste, no intrusion is required. The printer will simply keep on layering the levels until the job has reached fruition. Periodic checks are all that are required to ensure everything is alright. The time periods required for the completion of the job can range from several hours to days, depending on the size and complexity of the structures. Here are some benefits of 3D printing. Very first one is quicker constructions. While construction through conventional method can take months and years to complete a piece of work, 3D printing can wrap up the same piece of work within days. Second one is improved efficiency. Since 3D printing is an additive method, the material is added to create the final product contrary to the manufacturing process such as CNC machining, which are subtractive and leave out a lot of scrap and wastages. Third one is design flexibility. 3D printing provides a great scope for innovation and creativity for the users. Intricate designs and curves which otherwise unmanageable can be built using these techniques. The another technique is 3D road printer. Bricks roads have been around us for centuries. They are both durable and treat for the eyes and easy to produce and reuse. Cement pavers last a very long time and they are easy to repair and replace. But nowadays they are difficult to find because building them is an arduous and back-breaking task. Engineers are always busy in finding solutions to problems around the world and strive to decrease the time consumption to complete a task. One such endeavor has resulted in one such machinery which is more than just a symbol of great engineering, it is both cool, awesome, the Tiger Stone. As Belgium manufacturing RPS, the machine carries uh, ergonomic benefit for its operators because the finishing of the edges is directly done on the machine. The pavers do not have to get on their knees for fixing the edges. They work in a good ergonomic position which makes their jobs much lighter and more efficient, and road is fitted and finished instantly. This is how road printer machine is working. Talking about machine, the Tiger Stone is 6 meters wide machine that can repave entire street at once, including edges. The device is amazing simple to handle. Any person can work with it within 5 minutes. Naturally, the stones fall on the road directly into the appropriate pattern. The Tiger Stone is the solution for the heavy work that street pavers in Holland usually have to do manually. This machine is known as Tiger Stone paving machine and is being called road printer due to the way it works. Talking about procedure, the RPS6 road printer is a divisible paving machine capable of laying bricks for roads. As the machine roll backwards, gravity brings the bricks flat to rest on the ground. A front loader fills the brick hopper with loose bricks. The bricklayers stand on the machine and assemble the pattern vertically. Tiger Stone required 1 to 3 operators on its platform to provide the machine's pusher slot with looser bricks from the hopper. The green machine runs entirely on electricity, moving at a speed of 13 feet per minute. Paving stones are lowered smoothly via a curved ramp into place in the correct pattern. It self steers to keep the road straight and in place. Then temper steamroller pushes the bricks down to secure them in a place. Bricks roads are experiencing a revival because they can be refused early, easily, filter water without expanding ice. Due to the small cross section, lightweight, high strength, steel material saving, and convenient assembly of the steel member, the profile provided by the present invention has the advantages of good heat insulation performance and high quality. The present invention also has the advantages of simple method, low equipment investment, standardized manufacture of the steel member, high efficiency and convenient popularization and application. Thus, the present invention can be widely applied in the composite section of the thermal bridges, solid wave steel doors, and windows for the flat opening doors and windows, the sliding doors and the windows, the fixed window, the top hinge swinging window, and manufacture. Here are some types of high performance windows. Talking about advantages and disadvantages, the Tiger Stone brick printer makes road construction as easy as laying laminate flooring. Tiger stone is powered electricity and has very little moving parts, therefore the noise and the millstone is quite less. It can lay down about 400 yards of road per day. Disadvantages is that the cost of the equipment is expensive. Further moving towards smart roads. Smart roads are terms for the numbers of different ways technologies are incorporated into roads for improving the operation of connected and autonomous vehicle for traffic light and street lighting and more monitoring the condition of the road, traffic levels and speed of vehicles. Intelligent transportation system usually refers to the use of information and communication technologies rather than innovation in the construction of the roadways in the field of road transport including infrastructure, vehicles and users, and in traffic management and mobility management as well as for interfaces with other modes of transport. Vehicles and highway automation is believed to reduce the risk of accident, improve safety, increase capacity, reduce fuel consumption, enhance overall comfort and performance of for drivers. There has been enough reason to assume that more automated automobiles relieve the driver from many undesirable routine of driving tasks. It has also been known that many of the car accidents are due to human errors. Therefore, the conclusion has been that with the robust automated system, the chance of car accident can be reduced. With the overwhelming increases in the number of vehicles on the road, another concern has been road capacity. Some kinds of automation that would be help to safety increase traffic flow has been considered as one potential solution to congested highways. A smoother cruise with an automated system can reduce fuel consumption and engine wear. The potential of connected smart road is huge. Not only will they keep us safe by regulating the speed of our vehicle and implementing warning systems, but also transmit real-time data and share information across the network, making it simpler and quicker to get around, to find parking, to commute effectively and communicate with each other. The principal idea of solar road panels is to utilize the space occupied by roads to generate electricity via photovoltaic panels installed in place of conventional concrete or asphalt road surface. This is how your smart road is look like. Major idea include in smart road is solar road, self-healing concrete road, electric charging station, road police drones, weather and traffic detection. Other functional road panels have been proposed, including something like the panel could include LED lights for creating dynamic road marking, for example, lane marking or warning message such as reduce speed. The panels could include heating elements that produce sufficient energy to clear ice and snow from roadway. The panels could include wireless charging technology to recharge the batteries of electric vehicles that drive over the panels. Now moving towards coastal construction techniques, which is third part of your chapter. The coastal technologies in the inventory has been structured according to the components of the in the building. That is wall technologies, roof technologies, construction systems, flooring, energy system. The inventory includes both alternate materials and technologies that offer benefits in terms of the environment and economics while maintaining efficiency and quality parameters. The technologies have been chosen based on the following key parameter: reduce embodied energy and fuel consumption, hence reduce carbon emission, reduce environmental damage throughout optimal resource use and waste utilization, better thermal efficiency and comfort, resistance to natural disaster, alignment to local production in terms of material and skill availability, and cost efficiency. Moving further to soundproofing wall. For soundproof and fireproof inner walls of type comprising two parallel reinforcing material plates mechanically interconnected to form an interspace between them and a filler of insulating material constitute essentially of rock wool like a material arranged in an interspace. At least one continuous diaphragm extended parallel to the reinforcing metal plates and divides the filler into parallel layers. The diaphragm comprises a plate of solid refractory material having projecting edges projecting beyond the filler. The reinforcing metal plates have folded edges constituting section member like portion thereof. The projecting edges are in the engagement with the folded edges of the metal plates. The folded edges are seam folded and hold the metal plates together. Soundproofing material can be applied to a wall that's under construction or be added to an existing wall post construction. There are several ways to soundproof a wall. Improvements in the soundproofing industry have resulted in products that are more effective and cost less than traditional wall soundproofing methods. In almost every way, the modern drywall over studs wall is better than its timber and masonry, and plaster and lath and centers. It is fast and easy to build, lightweight, and makes the most inexpensive materials. But when it comes to stopping sound, the modern wall is a flop. The soundproofing walls process involves ripping the existing dry off wall, the wall filling the walls with fiberglass insulation, attaching metal strips called as resilient channel to the studs, and fastening new drywall to the channel. This straightforward how to make your room soundproof project doesn't require specialized tool or high level construction skills. Anyone who has experience hanging and tapping drywall along with the little carpentry and electrical know-how can do this job to soundproof a room. Soundproofing is a messy, labor intensive project. However, to minimize household havoc, it's best to focus on one room or at least one room at a time. The room might be a place that you won't be keep sound out of a home office, for example. This is how soundproofing walls are constructed. Here are some recommended walls and soundproofing methods. Very first one is adding mass, second one is recycled cotton bats, or third one is sound isolation system. And these are some traditional and less effective methods which have been used by ancient time. Staggered stud wall, double wall, reliant channel system, fiberglass bats, expanded foam sprays. The next coastal construction technique is water resistance roof. Waterproofing require you to block moisture out by using techniques to seal your roof against water. If you have a low slope roof or one with many architectural elements such as multiple gables and valleys, waterproofing may be necessary. A roof with a low slope may not be shed water efficiently and experience pooled or standing water for a period of time. Water will always seek to run downward. If there is an opening, it will get through and create water damage to anything underneath the roof, from the decking and insulation to the building contents. If water gets trapped in the end lap of or the purlin, it can cause premature corrosion in the secondary framing members of our panel. A roof with a slope of less than 3:12 is generally considered to have a low slope. If there are panels or areas of the roof what are slightly lower than the surrounding materials, it will hold standing water. Other places water sneaks in its through exposed fasteners through nesting panels which may experience weakening drawing water underneath the edges. This is how the water resistance roofs are made. Waterproofing is best appropriate by multiple aspects of the roof. The most water resistance roof is a standing seam roof which seems at least 2 inches high. Ensures the roof can move with thermal expansion and contraction without damage. Mechanical seaming of the joints between panels element areas where water may enter between panels. Do not use exposed fasteners. Optional for concealed fasteners for the entire roof. Fasteners do not always last the life of the roof and becomes a primary entry point of moisture. Use foam and metal closure along with the manufacturer approved sealant to ensure the watertight joint fit panels at the end laps and around fasteners. Do not allow the sealant to be exposed to the outside environment as it will shorten the life of the material. Include proper ventilation to protect against condensation on the undesirable of metal panel stream. The waterproofing member is considered to be most important component of the roofing system as it serves the main functions of keeping water out of the building. Below are some common roof waterproofing technologies: liquid applied membranes, and second one is preformed sheet membranes. Liquid applied membranes are applied on the side in the liquid form, which is allowed to set and form into a water impermeable membrane. Bituminous based and polymeric based membranes can applied when they are cold, while those containing coal tar are usually applied when heated. Liquid applied membranes are seamless, semi-flexible, easy to apply, detail, maintain and repair. However, careful supervision and control during application is needed, particularly in ensuring proper curing of concrete, consistent thickness and uniform application. Second one is preformed sheet membranes. One type of preformed membranes is the polymer modified bitumen membrane, and they are applied by heat or attached with an adhesive. This blended or modified asphaltic product are bonded to a high strength fabric of polyester or fiberglass and produced into rolls. They have elongation and recovery properties which makes them suitable to protest against stresses created by winds, temperature fluctuations and normal structural expansion and contraction of the building. Another type of preformed membrane is made up of polyvinyl chloride, that is PVC. Although PVC is the hard resin, it is modified with an addition of plasticizers to make it more supple and pliable for use as roofing membrane. The next modern technique is high performance doors and windows. High performance doors are automatic doors used for fast access between internal and external area of the building. Prime high performance doors are designed and factory made with German collaboration using state of the art and resourceable engineering technology for frequent use in high traffic areas with opening speeds up to 3 meters per second. The high opening speed reduces time taken in the movement of material, thus hastening the logistic process. Our team of skilled engineers visited site and recommended the most suitable rapid door to client. Rapid doors are manufactured and installed keeping in mind international standards. Many manufacturing industries nowadays need a controlled environment in which you limit the amount of dirt and dust in the manufacturing premises. Medical instrument manufacturer, electronics and computer manufacturer, food industry, pharmaceutical industry, and some military applications are but a few of the examples that have strict requirement for maintaining dust-free environment. A wide range of prime high-speed doors are available for various operations, including areas with special requirements for temperature control, hygiene, storage, handling of frozen foods, Alex rapid doors, and need in explosion proof areas. Deep freezer automatic roll up door and are need in cold storage, warehousing, loading bays, and conveyor systems. Prime reset features a special advanced self repairing system. The present invention discloses a composite profile for thermal bridges, solid web steel doors and windows, and manufacturing method relating to the steel doors window profile and of manufacturing method. The profile provided by the invention consists of solid web steel profile made from standard steel member and metallic heat insulation strip. Here are some high performance windows: vacuum insulated glazing, dynamic windows, thin glass triple center layer, center of glass deflection, operating hardware, highly insulating commercial framing, gas distillation, energy recovery based facade ventilation system. Next one is air and moisture barrier. The job of moisture barrier is to prevent moisture diffusion, and the job of the air barrier is to stop air leakage through differences in the air pressure. A wall system should have one moisture barrier but can have many air barrier. A moisture barrier can act as a very effective air barrier, but an air barrier does not always stop moisture from diffusing. A wool sweater, for example, is a cool choice for a natural insulation and will keep you warm when there is no air in movement, but will allow the wind to haul right through it. A wool sweater with a raincoat will keep you warm but holds moisture inside and soak your insulation. A wool sweater with a windbreaker will keep you warm, stop the wind from stealing your head, yet allow moisture to diffuse through it. In order to prevent condensation from forming, a moisture barrier should be placed on the warm side of the insulation can stop warm, moist air from condensing on cold surface inside your wall. In cold climate like Canada, for most of the year, the moisture barrier should be on the inside of insulation. In hot climatic like southern US, for example, moisture barrier should be installed on the outside of the insulation, especially where there is air conditioning involved in prevent condensation and cool. So here third part of your chapter is also over. In next video we will see with fourth part.